IATF-CORE held a presser earlier this morning to discuss the benefits of economic constitutional reforms in the country. Dale De Vera now joins us live from Mandaluyong to give us more details on this. Good afternoon. Dale, how important really is pushing for an amendment at this point to the Constitution?
So as the IATF-CORE mentioned earlier that the 1987 Constitution was a reaction to the excesses of the Marcos regime, meaning it was done in deliberation. Much was during its deliberation, much was reactive, and that it was done during the time when the country was still in struggling to recover. And they have pointed out that at this time we already have the ASEAN Economic Community and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which will help the country move forward in terms of the economy, and that they said that Filipinos already have risen to the challenges of the modern times, and the IATF-CORE mentioned that easing up restrictions in terms of foreign ownerships will also be is also needed at this time. Charles?
Let's focus on what you just said, the loosening or the changing of these constitutional provisions for economic purposes. We have the IATF for constitutional reform saying that the Philippines is in fact lagging behind its neighbors in terms of foreign direct investment, FDI. What would these changes mean to the average Filipino?
Yes, Charles. Earlier during the press conference, the IATF-CORE used Vietnam as a point of comparison with the Philippines, which they say started to move forward at the same time, or started to draft the same constitution with the Philippines in 1987. And just 3 years after, in 1990, Vietnam already moved past the Philippines, and they have projected that if this continues, if the underperformance of the Philippine economy in terms of FDI and other economic points continue in the next decade, Vietnamese will be much wealthier than the Filipinos. Charles?
Dale, what are some of the barriers to foreign direct investment that the IATF-CORE have identified, and how exactly will these constitutional reforms help to resolve these issues?
Yes, Charles. The IATF-CORE mentioned 10 of the barriers to foreign direct investments, but 5 of these were hard-coded in the Constitution, which they highlighted. And this include the foreign ownership restriction in the law, obligatory screening and approval procedures, constraints on the ability of foreign nationals to work, stipulations on management, and nationality-based restrictions on operations. Should an amendment to the Constitution be done, the IATF-CORE said that it would send a strong signal to businesses. Sorry, it would send a strong signal to a strong message to investors that the Philippines is already open and that it welcomes foreign investments in all areas. They said that constitutional change of the economic provision is not only desirable at this time, but it is also essential to be able to compete in the modern world. Charles?
Thanks for that, and stay safe, Dale. That was Dale De Vera reporting live from Mandaluyong.